And so what is the golden rule? Is it a, and so in some sense this is getting at kind of what Brandon brought up. Well, some people, might think it's okay to fudge. Well, probably they don't think it's okay to fudge. They don't think it's okay to fudge numbers or lie. But the issue is that they are not behaving upon that ethical belief. And so the golden rule does not guarantee that we all have the same, that we would all make the same ethical choices, okay? But what it does do is ensures that we are consistent. That we do behave in the same manner consistently. And so it kind of, it tests our moral coherence in the sense that we are going to, are we going to behave in a manner consistent with whatever it is that we believe should be right. And so it is not an infallible guide to right and wrong, because we are not speaking to philosophical kind of maximize good versus minimize bad sorts of issues. We're not addressing those issues whatsoever. And so it does not provide an infallible guide to right and wrong. And but it does require some imagination. The ability to imagine how my behaviors might influence or impact or be received by another individual. Okay? Has anybody ever seen football players greet one another on the field? Headbutts, butt slaps, chest bumps in midair, jump chest bumps, all that kind of stuff. Now, can you imagine, do you think that the girlfriends of those football players or wives of those football players would wish to be greeted in the same manner when they're, when the boyfriend or husband comes home?
Maybe the butt slap.
Generally, I suspect not. And so, that's part of the challenge of, the golden rule is behaving, is having the imagination to understand that, not all individuals want to be greeted the same way. So we need to know how our actions affect others, and the imagination to vividly and accurately walk in another person's moccasins, so to speak. That particular phrase, I still remember this. There was actually not Indian as in people from the country of India, but Native American. There's a Native American high school. I think it was actually K through 12, not too far from where one of my grandparents lived. And my grandmother had on her refrigerator door a refrigerator magnet that said, do not be critical of another person until you've walked 2 miles in their moccasins. And it was sold by the Indian school as a fundraiser. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about there. That alternatively, think about what it might be like to walk in that other person's shoes, and they don't want to headbutt. Your girlfriend or wife doesn't want to. A football player's girlfriend or wife does not want to be headbutted, in public as a greeting of affection, while they're out to dinner. Maybe no other time either, but that sort of a thing. And so that is what, so the golden rule is not an infallible guide to right and wrong, but it does provide some shape to decisions about that, about what types of decisions to make. Provide some shape, if you will. Okay. So far so good. Questions, comments, concerns, random thoughts? Not a thought in the house? Yeah? Mm-mm. Okay. We are switching gears. We've actually already switched gears once, and I didn't point it out. We switched gears. First, we talked about, who bears the cost of unethical behavior? And we had that, it was a fairly short construction, but then I think of it as something of a shift of gears that we then talked about. What about ethical? So far we've talked about all of this stuff without talking about what would constitute ethical behavior. So then we switched to a discussion about ethical behavior per se. Brandon, what are you distracted by there? Oh. And now we are really shifting gears, and I will kind of bring them together at the end, but we are shifting gears again for a moment. Anybody recognize that name? He was a writer. How long ago did he write? What, Christy?
I was just guessing maybe it was John Smith's brother.
And
Brother, father, uncle, cousin.
John Smith.
Pocahontas.
He wrote The Wealth of Nations. Thank you.
I talked about it in my philosophy class.
In your philosophy class? What'd you say about him in philosophy class?
I was in high school. I was a long time ago. Let's see, Wealth of Nations. What's that? Which one was the answer?
It was The Wealth of Nations.
Isn't he generally regarded as the father of modern capitalism? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, he is. He is generally regarded as the founder of modern capitalism. Are you two helping him?
Yeah.
No?
I feel like Adam would know this question.
What?
But that writing was so dull.
Have you read it?
Excerpts.
Excerpts.
So boring.
What else can you add? Tell us, did he write any other books or did he just write one?
I don't know. I just read a little bit in economics. It was boring.
How many books?
More than one, I'm going to guess.
A multitude?
I don't remember how many books he's written, but
Any thoughts? Any other thoughts? Jackie?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
All I remember was he was destined to do battle with Karl Marx for the future of mankind, something like that.
yeah. There's other weird names that I didn't know before.
He did write The Wealth of Nations. And he did how did you describe it about in capitalism?
I said he was generally conceived as the father of modern capitalism.
In the sense that he's the one who popularized it, I would say.
Right.
I would say, because he wasn't very original in terms of, he was not very original in terms of what he wrote. Everything was in print that he wrote, but he kind of assembled it in such a way that was very useful. Capitalism, what's so special about capitalism?
Free market economy, basically everybody is
Their own,
out for themselves.
they are. Everybody's out for themselves. And then there's kind of a phrase involving a hand.
Laissez-faire capitalism.
The invisible hand. Laissez-faire is going to come up in one of my slides here momentarily. In the invisible hand of the market, where we've got a bunch of individuals behaving self-interestedly, and all of those people behaving self-interestedly serve to make everyone better off. See, why do you want to be in accounting? Why are you an accounting major? Which I'm going to extend to say, so why do you want to be an accountant when you grow up? Most of you. Is it because accounting is fun and joyful?